signs of pregnancy, and some of these are things that no one tells you about. My name is Damyralynch, if you guys are new here, and I have two beautiful children. So anything that I disclose on here are things that I have personally talked about, things that I have went through. I would never tell you guys anything that I just don't know, but I just love to give you guys this information because I wish that I had this as a young mom. And so I just want to help you guys. Like I said, if you're pregnant, a young mom, if you like this type of information, please let me know down below. I've been able to grow all of my socials, Instagram, almost 30,000 followers, and TikTok, over 75,000 followers. So before we get started in this video, please let me know if you guys have had any of these symptoms, because I want to know and others may want to know. And let's just get right into this video. So the first one that no one talks about is flu-like symptoms. No one ever told me that you could get sick, literally sick when you were pregnant. And honestly, most of these things are due to hormonal changes, but I literally had a friend who said that they felt like the flu. Literally chills, body aches, headaches, fever. You can have these symptoms being pregnant in your early stages. Number two is gonna be false periods. You can bleed while you're pregnant, but one thing that I always tell moms is it is a difference between having a period and it's a difference between having a miscarriage. One thing I always tell them, if you are bleeding, make sure to go and get that checked out. I always say advocate for yourself. And I always tell moms, go and get checked out. I'd rather for you to go and get checked out than to not and something be wrong. But what they would do is just make sure that your HCG levels are where they are. And that's how they'll go about it. Number three is gonna be extremely being overheated. Being so hot to where you literally cannot stand it. And this is due to hormone changes. On the other side of this, some people may get extremely cold, and that is okay. The next one we're gonna talk about is headaches and migraines. Personally, I had this and they were terrible. On the side of being nauseous in the early stages of pregnancy, these did not make it no better. Migraines, if you've never had them, you may end up having some migraines and headaches, and this is all due to hormonal changes as your body is trying to prepare for the baby. Next is gonna be a nasty taste in your mouth. Oh my gosh, did I have this with my first? Y'all, it made me so sick. It made me so sick to even brush my teeth. It was just a constant, nasty taste in my mouth that I felt like I could not get out of my mouth. It made me feel so nauseous and sick. It was terrible. But yes, you can have a nasty taste in your mouth, and that is due to hormones. And also, a lot of women describe a taste being like a metallic taste, like an iron-rich taste, kind of like that. And that is also normal. And a lot of women disclose that they have those symptoms as well in early pregnancy. Tender breast. Areola part being so tender to touch. This was a huge sign in both of my pregnancies that I was pregnant. Your breast can become so achy and so tender, and you're like, what in the world is going on? And this is due to hormonal changes. As I said before, your body is trying to prepare to literally nourish this baby, and it is going through so many changes. A lot of people just don't talk about pregnancy and how much your body changes, and things are getting pushed around and your hormones are all out of whack, and this is totally normal, but this is another symptom of early pregnancy. Oh my gosh, another one is excessive spit, saliva. I have heard this so many times where women have to have a cup, a literal cup where they bring around, and they're literally constantly spitting all day. I am not sure where this comes from, but the extra fluid is insane to be pregnant and have to spit all the time. I have heard so many moms disclose this, and that part literally is just so cool. I never even knew that that could happen. Okay, the next one is going to be a faster heart rate. A lot of people are skeptical about this and it really scares them, but your heart is pumping faster because not only are you pumping it for yourself, but you're also pumping it for your new baby. So it's gonna have to pump faster. It's a lot more blood flow in there. It is so important that you guys know that it is okay. But if you feel like you need to go and get checked out, then definitely do so. But a faster heart rate is normal during pregnancy. Typically after pregnancy, you will go back to normal. It will drop. And so that is completely normal to feel a faster heart rate, especially towards the end of your pregnancy when you were super big. That's when it speeds up. That's when I felt like it sped up the most for me. The next one is going to be tiredness and just being completely exhausted. I cannot explain how exhausted I was when I was pregnant with my first daughter. I slept hours on top of hours on top of hours. I would get up. Thank God I was almost done with school and college, but I would get up, guys, and literally roam around for a few minutes, maybe eat something, turn around after having a full 9 hours of sleep and go back to sleep for another 3 to 4 hours. Your body is changing. Your body needs that time to grow. It is going through so many changes and it's tired. It's about to grow a baby for 9 months. In these early stages, or when we see these symptoms the most, I believe, and it's okay. It gets better. I always tell moms it does get better in the second and the third trimester. Nauseousness. I cannot express this enough. Some women just do not have it. Some women have it to a point where it is overly excessive, and some women it's just kind of normal. I guess me, I had, it was normal for me. If it gets out of hand, you can talk to your OBGYN and they are able to prescribe you some medicine. Now, some people say that this medicine makes them tired and sleepy. I'm not sure, but I know for me, it did help me feel a lot less nauseous. And it was rough. Y'all, it was rough. It was like everything. Smells would make me sick. Water would make me sick. Some people just can't eat. But what they tell you is, don't worry, as long as you're gaining like a little bit of weight, everything should be fine. And it's totally normal. It's totally normal to feel nauseous and throw up in the first trimester. Lower back pain. I never had this, but a lot of women said they had extreme lower back pain. I'm not sure, but it kind of makes sense because like your uterus is in front of that. And when you have like UTIs and stuff like that, it does migrate to the back. Now, like I said, I've never had this, but this is a sign of early pregnancy symptoms. And so, yeah, I'm just throwing that out there that lower back pain is one of the ones that you can have that people don't talk about with early pregnancy. The last one is the most common one, saved the best for last, but that is a missed period. And this is another telltale sign for me that I was pregnant with all of my children, my 2 children. Some women, like I said earlier, they will still bleed. For me, my period stopped. But either way, if you are bleeding, like I said, go and get checked out just to make sure that it's not a sign of a miscarriage. So I was just going to say that everybody's bodies is different, and what happened to me may not happen to you, and what happened to you may not happen to others, and that is okay. I think the biggest thing is as long as you and the baby are healthy, that is all that matters. And I will always tell moms this: advocate for yourself, because for me, I had a very traumatic birth experience with my daughter, and if I did not advocate for myself, me or her may not have been here today. And so I just want to tell you guys, I love you guys. This is such a passion for me. I love to help you guys. Ask me any questions down below. I want to hear them. I want to answer them. And I want to be there for you guys. And make sure you guys give me a subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll be back for another pregnancy video.